Hey you! So today we are going to be doing this super glam, colorful, bright, neon, glittery makeup tutorial, and I actually got requested to do a glitter tutorial for Valentine's Day, and I didn't want to do any glitter Valentine's Day tutorials because I don't know, from what I hear, guys don't like glitter, and I wanted to make more date appropriate kind of videos, but I actually got asked to do a glitter tutorial, which I'm all about just because I love glitter. I just didn't want to do one for Valentine's Day because I didn't know if you guys would like that, but since I got requested, I decided I would go ahead and do one. I hope you guys enjoy this colorful, glittery mess I have on my face. You can definitely tailor it to however you want to wear it. You do not have to go all out with the liner and everything like I did. You do not have to use all of the products that I did. You can definitely just switch it up for whatever you have at home. Without any further talking, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you want to learn how to do it, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So you just want to start off by using a eyeshadow base, and I'm just going to be using a MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm going to add this all over my entire lid and also a little bit underneath my bottom lash line. So now I'm just going to be taking this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm just going to add that directly to my lid and also a little bit underneath my bottom lash line. And I'm just going to concentrate this on the lid because if this gets in your crease, then it will crease your eyeshadows. Not that you'll be able to really see with all the glitter on top, but still. So I'm going to concentrate that mostly on my lids and then a little bit underneath my bottom lash line. So now I'll be taking this super highlighter pink color, and this is Magenta Madness by MAC, and I actually bought this sample jar on shopcraze.com, and I'll link that down below. So I'll just be using this e.l.f. shadow brush, and I'm just going to pack this Magenta Madness onto the brush, and I'm going to directly apply this onto my lid. I'm just going to be using patting motions, not sweeper swiper motions, just patting motions to really get a good concentrated color. And I'm going to leave this outer part free of any color. So now I'll just be taking this palette by BH Cosmetics. It's the 120 First Edition palette. This color right here, which is kind of like a bright fuchsia color, and it has a lot of like gold reflex to it, like a little bit of sparkle to it. I'm going to take that on this MAC 224 brush, which is just a blending brush, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this directly into my crease. So just make sure to use circular motions to give this color a really nice blended out effect. So now we're just going to move on to this SugarPill palette. This is the Burning Heart palette, and I'm going to take the orange in this palette on that same brush. I just wiped it off. And I'm going to dip this just a little bit, and I'm going to add this right above where that pink left off. It's very subtle. It's not anything super harsh or anything. I just really wanted a little bit of a brighter color up there. And I suggest that you move on to a clean blending brush so that the colors don't get muddy and you actually blend it instead of just moving it around. So now for the outer corner, I'm going to go back in with this color right here, which is called Poison Plum, and it's from the same Burning Heart palette. And I'll just be using that on this shading brush by Real Techniques. I'm going to pack the color on there, tap off the excess, and then I'm going to do the same thing and just pat this color onto the outer part of my lid. I'm going to extend this color quite a bit past my normal eye shape. I'm going to drag this a little bit into the crease, but not too far in, just about halfway in. Now with the same brush that I was using, I'm just going to go ahead and wipe off the excess product off of it. And I'm going to lightly blend this color out. You can use a clean blending brush if you want, but I just don't want to dirty that many brushes, so I'm just going to lightly pack this towards the Magenta Madness color, going in small circular motions to kind of give a blended effect. But you don't have to blend this out too neatly or anything like that because we are actually going to add glitter to it, so it won't be too noticeable. Then I'll be taking my 252 Ultimate eyeshadow palette by, what is this brand? By Coastal Scents, and I'll be using the last little palette in this palette, and I'll just be taking this deep dark purple up here, and I'll just be using Sigma's E55 shading brush to add this color on here. And I'm going to run this on my bottom lash line. This purple is a little bit deeper than the purple that we added onto our lid. And you only want to bring this color about halfway in. So in that same palette, you see this lavender, you see all these lavender shades. Well, I'm actually going to take this one right here. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. So I'm just going to clean off that brush, and I'm going to dip it in there. Then I'm going to add that directly onto the center part of my eye. So now I'm just going to take my Lorac Pro palette, and I'll just be taking the white out of this palette. It has a little bit of shimmer in it as well, and I'll just be taking it on this detailer brush by Real Techniques. And I'm going to add this color directly into my inner corner. Make sure to be dragging it towards the purples that we were adding, and also dragging it a little bit into our lid color just to give this a really nice blend. For my highlight, I'll just be taking the Lorac Pro palette again, and I'll just be taking light pink, which is just a really light pink color, and I'll just be taking it on this really large fluffy brush. I'm going to add this directly to my brow bone, blending it into that orange color. And I'm just using a matte shadow for my highlight since I'm going to add a lot of glitter to my lid. But you can definitely add a shimmer if you really want to. For my waterline, I'll just be taking this exaggerated waterproof eye definer eyeliner by Rimmel, and this is called Purple Shock. And it's just a nice purple color, and I'm going to run this on my waterline. So before I add the glitter, I'm actually going to line my eyes, and I'm just going to be using this LA Splash liquid liner, and this is called Purple Sponge, and it's just a really bright purple. And I'm just going to be using this to line my eyes, and I'm actually really going to exaggerate my wing liner. You do not have to do this if you do not feel comfortable with it, but I'm going to. So now I'm just going to take this NYX Glam liquid liner, and this is in Glam Nude. And this is such a pretty color. You guys can see. It's like a metallic-y nude color. And I'm actually going to create a wing right underneath the wing that I just created. Like that, and I'm going to connect it to my bottom lash line. I'm also going to take this liner and create a line up front, and I'm going to drag it down, not across. I'm actually going to drag this down a little bit. You could definitely quit right here while you're ahead if you really wanted to, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to be taking this LA Splash eyeshadow sealer slash base. It's just a kind of like a glitter base. I'm actually going to be taking a couple of different glitters. I'll be taking LA Splash's chic glitter, which is just this hot pink glitter, but when you put it on, it does not look hot pink, which is kind of sad. And then I'm also going to take this bubblegum glitter by Terra. It looks really similar. Ooh, it looks really similar to Chic by LA Splash. I don't know if you guys can see the actual color of it, but again, it doesn't show up that bright. And then another alternative, and I'm actually going to add this over it as well, is this Sinful Colors glitter. I think these are only $1.99 at Walgreens, and this is just the purple one. I don't know what it's called because it doesn't, I took the little tag off, but it's just a purple glitter. So I'll just be taking a combination of all three of these glitters and adding them to my eye. So I'm going to take this sealer, and I'm going to apply this, just a couple dots of this on my lid. Then with my actual finger, I'm just going to dab it directly on. And then since I have a little bit of that sealer on my finger, I'm going to take my little bit of concoction And I'm going to apply this directly onto my lid. And you are going to have a lot of fallout with this, regardless of how careful you are with it. So now for my inner tear duct glitter, I'm actually going to be taking Lorac's 3D Liquid Luster. And I'm going to be applying it with this super small brush. I'm going to apply this directly into my inner tear duct to add a lot of sparkle in there. So to take off the excess glitter, you can use whatever brush you really want and kind of just flick it. And it won't take off all of it, but it'll take off most of it. And I'll show you another little trick on how to take off the rest of it. The other way to take off excess glitter is just taking some tape, dabbing off some of the excess tackiness off on the back of your hand. Like stick the ends together. I just very lightly go back and forth and take off the excess glitter. So I just went ahead and finished off the rest of my face, and I will list down below in the description box everything else that I used on my face if you have any questions on that. So this is definitely a dramatic, really colorful, glittery look for Valentine's Day. I wouldn't recommend this for a date. I would recommend this for like a night out with your girls or anything like that, something super duper fun, then I definitely would recommend that. You can just take little things here and there of what I came up with just to make up your own. I hope you liked this tutorial. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below what you would like to see next. Until next time, bye!